you can see what we're going to be doing here. Let's do that. Hello, hello. So I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get on here. And I wanted to share with you, if you would like this tracer, it's available at agnesfriedlander.com. I think I have it listed there. You know what? Let me double check, actually, because I added this one. I had a set of 4. Hold on. I just don't remember if I listed it separately. I may not have. But you know what? If you just request, you have to kind of purchase it. So if you purchase it, it's $0 at agnesfriedlander.com. Like right here, Clover set of 4. I'll include this one with it. You may have already requested the Clover set of 4, but now I'll send this one with it. So anyway, sorry, I didn't have time to list it separately. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? Happy Monday. Hopefully it's going to be a great week for you. It's so much fun to just kind of kick back and make something in resin. And actually tonight, this is going to be a beaded piece. So that's what I'm going to do with you. Let's pull up the comments, see who we have here with us. Hopefully we've got some friends. Yes, I see a few comments already. So I've got this awesome fan, Judy Hart. Hey, if you're there, hello. She's always leaving great comments on my YouTube channel. I appreciate that so much, Judy. Thank you. And she said good morning here. I think that's what that means. And then we've got Mooshpot, Danny here, saying, since I'm Irish, I need to check this out. Yes, of course. The Lucky Irish. I hope you make this one. Top of the morning to you, Melas. And then who else have we got here? Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for saying that. Christina is in the house. How are you doing, Christina? And Jane is here. Hello, hello, Jane. Dolores, Teresa. Hey, Teresa. Always good to see you, my friend. And Lynn, always wonderful to see you too. All right, so yeah, let's get to it. Actually, I've kind of jumped ahead. Oh, and Tina. Hey, Tina. How you doing, girl? Happy Monday. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm using a 6x6 inch canvas. You know the set of canvases that they sell at Hobby Lobby? The set of 6 canvases? I think that's what they are, right? A set of, no, there's 4. There's 4 in there. It's a 4-pack, right? Oh my God, my brain goes to mush when I'm live, so pardon me. But if you do this at all, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, these guys, they look like this. So I've already taken the liberty of jumping ahead just a bit, and I painted this with my favorite. Oh, thank you. You like my hair? It's growing out, and I'm trying a new thing. I didn't blow dry it out. I kind of let it go crazy, and ran around with my husband all day today shopping. And then I'm like, okay, now we got to get home so that I have time to put on my makeup and do my hair, because my hair was crazy. And so I just did the flat iron thing through it. And yeah, it's finally getting longer. I'm debating about putting color back in it, you know, because I'm starting to go gray. But we'll see. I let it grow out, and it's really, I know you didn't want to hear about my hair. And look how dark I am. This is what color I used to be, dark brown. Anyway. So I painted this with my favorite acrylic paint. Who knows what it is? You all know what it is, right? Do I have some sitting here? Actually, I do. I have it sitting right here. Anita's Pearl Metallic. Love, love, love this stuff. So I painted it with that, and then I did this other special little thing. Have you guys checked out Glitter Blast, the spray can? It is beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I sprayed that on here. It's just a spray can. It's called Glitter Blast in the white, the light color. And I kind of don't, and actually I did it after I had traced the Lucky on there. And like I said earlier, if you want this tracer, you can grab it at my website, agnesfriedlander.com. I should post that in the comments. Let me post that in there. I gotta grab my keyboard and make a comment here real quick. I don't know how to add it to the top. If you would like the tracer, go to agnesfriedlander.com. I'm not a fast typist. Okay. Return. Did that show up? There you go. Okay. If you'd like the tracer, go to Agnes. Okay. Good, good, good. So we've got that on there. This is what it looks like. I actually saved it as a PDF, and I can actually show you what it looks like. Oh, right there. Oh, let me take down Tina's comments. Too many things up here. Let me hide this background. And just put our Painter's Journey logo in the background. So anyway, that's what the tracer looks like. And I would love to send it to you at no charge. Okay, let's take that back down. Remove. We are back. Let's do the split screen for now. So if you're new here, hello, hello. I'm so glad to have you with me. I love doing glass and resin projects. You may have seen some of my work on Pinterest. I'm all over social media, or I try to be. It's very hard to keep up with it. And I love teaching. I have a membership called the Painter's Journey. And we do 2 glass and resin projects each month and a painting project / lesson each month. So I'm a longtime painter. I can help you improve your paintings. That's just what I like doing. So anyway, back to the lesson. If you're new here, I would love for you to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Oh, I guess I need another cup over here. Let me know where you're watching from and if you've ever done this sort of thing. Okay, I've got a little bit of glare on there. So the way that I got this on here is I used, have you seen these silver chrome paint pens? Let me see if we have any more comments here. Comments. Danny is here. I didn't read that right before, did I? Oh, my comment showed up twice. That's funny. Christina knew that it was Anita's Pearl Lace. Yes, yes, yes. And let me just show this. If you'd like the tracer, go to agnesfriedlander.com. Yes. Hi, Patsy. Patsy is from Kansas City. Kansas City's in the house. Yay. Thanks for joining us. So, okay. What I did was I painted it, and I usually like painting it on, believe it or not. I know it sounds kind of silly to even point this out, but I like painting it on with a wide bristle brush. You know, the hardware store bristle brushes that are around $1 a piece. I put it on with that, and if it looks kind of thick and leaves streaks, that's all the better. I love that look. It looks great under resin if you get those streaks. You can kind of see it on this one. You can kind of see the streaky lines on this one. I can't pick this one up because this one is just, these beads are all just placed on there. I did use some glue. Wow, you can't even see the Lucky on there. I did use some glue here and there because those little guys want to roll around all over the place. And we're going to do that tonight too, I think. Well, you know what? I'm going to have you guys vote on what you want me to do on this one. So at any rate, I painted the Anita's Pearl Lace on the background, let that dry. By the way, if it's buckling for you, sometimes these buckle. I think somebody just requested a tracer. So give me 24 hours to send you the tracer. I'll hop on after this live and send a bunch of them out, but I do it manually, so give me some time. Sorry about that. If you have these like kind of warped, like it's sagging or has a ripple in it, chip brush, that's what it's called. Yes, thank you, Christina. You can spray mist the back and let it kind of really soak into the fabric and get into the corner. Usually it's the very corner that needs to get moistened, the back of the fabric. And then as it dries, it tightens up like a drum. And if it's not nice and tight when you tap on it, you need to spray mist the back. And sometimes it'll get worse before it gets better. I've had members say, I've sprayed it and it's even worse now. Yes. Dry it, with the blow dryer and do it again. Believe it or not, it will work. So sometimes you have to fight with it and do it 3-4 times, believe it or not. So anyway, that's what I did. Anita's pearl lace, let it dry, and then it's 6x6, Patsy, and I get these at Hobby Lobby in the 4-pack. And then I traced my design on. Now I love using, you can tell I've used this several times. I love using Richeson, Richeson brand of transfer paper. It's graphite paper, actually. I get it big roll, comes in a big roll. I think they have it in sheets also, but I get it from Blick's, Dick Blick. You might be able to get it on Amazon. I think that Shelly said she saw it on Amazon. Didn't she say that recently, friends? I think she did. And it is the best. It works better than the crappy stuff at Hobby Lobby. The stuff from Hobby Lobby doesn't work. It's just not as, I don't know. And so, okay, you trace it on there with a, she did say that. Okay, good, Teresa. Trace it on there with the, I'm kind of all over the place. Let me just slow down and focus a little bit. So you cut out your tracer, first of all. You cut it out with the scissors, and you want to be able to tell, like I left this straight line so that I could tell where it's straight. Although you could tilt this any which way you would like, doesn't matter to me. And then I like to cut it close to the image so that I can tell if I have it centered on the canvas. Then I use some tape to secure it down. I like to secure it in such a way that I can actually hinge it, you know, and check that the stuff is showing up. And I just even leave the tape on there so I can reuse this. So when I go to trace it, so let's say I have it here and it's taped down, you put this tracing the graphite paper down with the dark side down, and then you use a stylus, otherwise known as a nail dotter. Do you call it a stylus or a nail dotter? I don't know. You can even get these at Sally's, but you can get them online at Amazon. I have a bunch of these. And you just trace all around, and then if it's too dark, if there's too much graphite that transferred, you can use a kneaded rubber eraser. Do I have one over here? To kind of lift off some of the excess graphite. And it's kind of a nice stress reducer to just do this. And when you pull it apart, it's clean again, right? And then you just take that and dab at the excess graphite, okay? And nice and clean, and you're ready to go, right? So then what I did is I took my silver chrome marker. Where are they? No, I bought a set of 3 of these on Amazon, but you can, I think you can buy the single, and this one is a nice size bullet nib. Like here it is compared to a toothpick that has resin on it. But you can kind of see it's a nice size nib. It's not too big, not too small. It's just right. And that's what I used. So I don't know what this one's called. People always ask me which one. Oh, it does have a number on there. It says, let me see what it says. I can't see things close. It says 1mm on there. I think that's the size. So that is what I used. And you just want to make sure you have it flowing nicely. So I usually keep an extra piece of paper nearby to make sure it's really flowing readily, you know, because it starts to kind of almost get a little bit dry after using it excessively. Having the lid off of it for a few minutes. So at any rate, oh, you can kind of see the graphite right here. I didn't do the K very perfectly, but you know what? I think it's good enough. I wouldn't fret over it too much. So that's it. That's it for transferring it on there. And I had to go in and mess with the letters a little bit more to get it a little more evened up, but I think it's okay. I think it's good enough. So now let's go ahead. Now, what do you think? I've got a ton of this green fire glass. What do you think? Should I use that? Would that be pretty? Some of these pieces are really big, so what I like to do, if you do decide to use fiberglass, I would really just kind of dump it on there like that. And I want you to vote on whether you want me to do fiberglass or if you want me to do another beaded one like this one. Should I do it with the beads or the fiberglass? Comment below if you would. So at any rate, I have so much of this, and this would look good, I think. But when the pieces are too big like this one is, I just take those out of there. Just fish those out of there and leave only the small pieces. So Teresa says beads. Okay. And Teresa says, yes, you can purchase them individually. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so Teresa says beads. Who else says beads? Should I do beads or fiberglass? And I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to do the resin. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Good to see you, girl. Sandra says glass. You're curious. Oh, Sandy, I did another one I did an ombre one, and I don't have it here because I took it to the shop where I sell my stuff at. And I used 2 different shades of fiberglass. And this is called the light green. And then I also have like a lot of light blue. I think I ordered the wrong one a couple times. So I did an ombre going from, I don't know, Teresa, do you remember, did I do green to blue? Or maybe I had silver in there. I think I had silver in there too. Hey, Diana. Not sure. Don't remember. Okay. Moosh, Danny says fiberglass too. All right. It sounds like you guys want the fiberglass, which is easier. It truly is. So, okay. What I'm going to do is get myself something to, and this is the fiberglass, by the way. Let's see if I can get it in. Whoa, big old jar. So that's it. It's called Light Green Reflective by Celestial. That's where I bought it from. I bought a 10-pound thing of it, and I think I have 2 of these because I don't know. I guess I didn't realize I had it. Sometimes when you've got a big studio, you don't realize how much stuff you have. So let's dump another handful on here. Can you hold the beaded one so I can see it better? Yes, Lynn, I can. I just can't really turn it. And so what I did for this, I have collected a bunch of beads and put them into a container. And so this is from more than one set of beads. And I get these beads at Hobby Lobby, in their jewelry aisle. Yes, I have an abundance of fiberglass. I love that name, Moosh Pot, Danny. I love that. Danny, I think you're the only guy that's ever bought a class from me. So anyway, you've seen these bead sets, right? I call them box bead sets. And so I used this. This is probably 2 sets sitting in here. And then I used, you can get these at Michael's, the silver chrome balls. And then I've got, sometimes I'll grab some blue ones. And then here's just more. These are strands. Sometimes, you can buy strands of beads too. And I threw a bunch of different strands of beads into this jar. I love collecting beads. And you probably recognize those silver ones that kind of look like pumpkins. Let me grab one. These. You can buy just these also, believe it or not. So it's nice to have all these different beads. Beads can really make beautiful artwork. Now here's another really interesting bead, and this one is let's see. These are glass beads, 6 by 8 millimeter. They're very, very sparkly. With these, you would want to put these in after you've poured the resin, because the resin would just kind of take away the sparkle on those facets. It rounds over the facets. So you would put this on after you've poured the resin. Lynn says, very pretty. I love the beads. Fiberglass is easier to work with for sure. Yeah, it kind of is. This would look really great too, right? If you really want a nice classic green. And this is just another strand of beads from Hobby Lobby. These are, so there's 38 of them, and it's 10 millimeter. And then of course there's seed beads, right? All kinds of seed beads. The thing about seed beads is they're not real dimensional though. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would make a good outline. See, great idea. The seed beads make great outlines too. And that's what I did over here to fill in. Like I filled it in with the big beads, and then you just kind of figure out, you know, how to balance the colors. And then the last thing I did was I put glue around the outside edge and painstakingly put these little seed beads in. That's why I'm kind of relieved to do the fire glass as a demo with you, because believe it or not, this can take some time doing all these beads. Well, you can imagine, right? So, but look at these would be really cool too, right? And then the other thing I wanted to show you, if you're going to do a beaded one, let's see, show you a couple things. These are really awesome to put on top of colored beads. So, and because they're really faceted, I mean, I can pour resin over these and they'll still sparkle. I did these on my Valentine pieces, those hearts that I made, and they looked awesome. And also on the Christmas wreaths. Sometimes you can go in Hobby Lobby and look for, in the party aisle. Have you guys seen this? This is table scatter. It's just table scatter. I wish they had more colors, but isn't it pretty? I mean, right? So that's pretty cool. So that's another thing to always look for when you're out looking for stuff to use. Look for table scatter. Look at party stores for this kind of thing. And then the other thing I really like to use too is marbles. Marbles look awesome in resin. So those are a few tips for you if you're going to be doing beaded pieces. Okay, let me get rid of this. And so we're just gonna, this is pretty, it's not, you know, it doesn't take all that long to do these. I was gonna get a little container to put these into. My pieces that won't fit. Oh, this is too big. Hold on, I need a little bowl. A little one, hold on. Might be easier if I'm standing for this. Okay, so let me make this full screen. Will the resin take away the shine from the party scatter? I don't think so. It's only when it's really small little facets. Table bling, yeah, it's another name for it. It's only when it's really small little facets that's an issue, Lynn. That's a great question. Okay, let's go back to, is it this the one? No, this one. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stand, and all I really want to do is get the really big pieces out of the way, or long, weird looking pieces. Sometimes it is nice to have a couple of big pieces because they really do reflect quite a bit. But I'm just kind of sorting through first. And a lot of people, you know, I've seen people that have been doing glass and resin for a long time. They just kind of dump it on and don't even, you know, worry about it like I do. I tend to be a little too perfectionistic about stuff. It's totally up to you, you know. Sometimes, like, I wouldn't want a piece like this to be showing, although it might look really cool on that part. So let me just dump more of these on here and kind of get it a little bit even. And so these are each going to take 1 ounce of resin. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And, oh, I'm going to turn it over on that side, and it fits almost perfect, but not quite, right? Sometimes the pieces aren't even fully formed. They're kind of funky looking. I don't know, I might try to get this filled in as tight as I can. Oh, there's a piece of glass in here. And you'd be surprised, it just doesn't have to be perfect. That's probably good enough. Hopefully I won't knock it out of there. Just going to get it all filled in. And what I like to do is go around and you know, arrange some of them to be reflective. I think I did like the ombre a little bit better. Is this too plain? If it seems too plain, I can do another ombre, I guess, right? Or the other thing that I really like, there's you can buy silver. Oh, that goes in a little more than I thought. You can buy silver fire glass on Amazon. It's double-sided mirror, and it's really gorgeous. If I haven't shown you, where did I just put that? Here it is. This stuff is really, really nice. Let me just show you how pretty it is. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, somebody made a sad face. How come? Maybe it was an accident. Accidental sad face. I don't know. It looks a little boring to me. I think I want to do. Oh, I've got hair in my eyes. I think I want to make it another ombre again. Maybe with the turquoise. I don't think I did the turquoise. Oh, maybe I did do the turquoise. Wouldn't this look good as an ombre in there? So what that means is I need to remove some of this. So we'll have it green at the bottom. Sandy, are you going to do any of these, do you think? So I'm trying to get this to fill in these weird little curves. Here, let's just get some of these off of here. Sometimes the weird pieces are hidden in there. Okay, get a little bit more of them off. Okay, now let's add some blue, right? I'm just partial to this color, you know, what can I say? I love teal. This is too big, this piece. Sorry, I've run out of things to talk about. Okay, almost there. Yeah, it's almost like you need to pre-sort your little pieces. Who's going to do some shamrocks? Comment below, I'm just curious. Oh, there's a weird little sliver of glass in here. All right, a few more pieces. So yeah, each of these is going to take an ounce of resin, which I'm going to mix up in just a sec. Love art resin, that's what I'm going to use. Okay, let me get a few more pieces. Almost looks better if it's not layered too thickly, is what I'm noticing. Okay, I need a few more small pieces. Oops. And sometimes you knock them out of the way. Now you could use glue. You could just use like clear school glue to kind of hold it in place so it doesn't go flying around all over. But then you have to make really sure that it's completely dry before you add the resin. And sometimes a toothpick can really be the best tool to kind of maneuver these pieces around. All right, we're almost there. What do you think? Do you like the blue better? Pamela says, I'm not going to make any shamrocks, but I enjoy seeing you make them and all the different items you showed us that we can use. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You might come up with some other little something, you know, from seeing this. Might give you an idea for another season. I don't like that hunkin' big thing. I have a 6x6 and a 4x4. Oh yeah, these would be really cute as 4x4s. I don't know why I didn't do a 4x4. I think it would look cuter even, you know. Oh, well, that looks pretty good. The other thing you could do is paint it with a really light pearl green or blue inside of there, and then none of this would show. I do have some small seed beads I can put in there. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you guys this too. If you like Dollar Tree, and who doesn't like Dollar Tree, right? But Dollar Tree has these. They've had these, they may not still have them, but they had these for a long time, you know, so these are just kind of a nightmare to get out of here. You have to really cut the tape away. But I could put a few seed beads on here. I'm going to use these instead because that's not cooperating with me with opening up. So I'm just going to pour a few out. This is how I do it anyway. Pour a few of them out onto the canvas, let them go wherever they want to go. And then with your toothpick, kind of guide them into position. Now again, I'm not going to use any glue. You could certainly use glue, that would help. Okay, so now let's bring these over here. Put a couple of these to fill in down here. You know, or anywhere else where it seems like it needs it. They don't always cooperate when you're not using glue, so. But use the glue and then make sure it's totally dry. Like wait, if you want to be super safe, wait an hour. Use a very thin layer of glue. Don't use too much glue. And it could be any kind of, you know, clear glue. It won't show up in the resin. Okay, I think we got it good enough there, right? What do you think? So now we're ready to. Well, hello, this is me. That's funny. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. Let's do our resin. So, okay, let me read these comments. I'll probably make one and send it. Oh, look at here. Sandra says, I'll probably make one and send it to my nephew. His birthday is March 17th. Oh, what a great birthday to have. Pam says, I'm not going to make any shamrocks, but I enjoy seeing you make them. Thank you so much. And Christina, I can't wait to see yours. What's your son's name? Let's give him a shout out. Okay, let me grab my resin meanwhile. So I don't know if I'm going to need to give my resin a hot bath or not. probably a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and run my hot water. So I'm in the background here. I'm just going to measure out my resin real quick. Throw my gloves on. With my gloves. There they are. So I've just got, a Dollar Tree container filled with, halfway filled with hot water from the tap, just in case my resin starts to feel too thick. And then I'm just going to measure out my resin and my hardener in 1 cup. And I need 2 ounces, so. Whoa. That came flying out. All right. Got it measured. And then we have to stir this for, was it 3 minutes? So let me get my stick. All right, so we're going to stir up our resin here. And we can chit-chat a while. Okay, what time? It's 6:43. Sam. Hey, Sam. How old are you, Sam? So I'm putting my cup, you can't really see it on right now the way I have my camera, but I put the whole cup, there you go, inside here. And I am just stirring this carefully. Make sure you don't get any water in this because that would ruin it. Okay, 6:43. Anybody want to time me? I mean, the hardest part, what's the hardest part? There is no hard part. It's all pretty easy. The beaded ones are quite a bit harder than the throwing the glass down, I will say that. But they are super pretty. I've done wreaths that way. Almost 8. Oh my goodness. Almost the same age as my grandson. My grandson's just a little bit younger, Elijah. So yeah, I've done wreaths with the beads, and I've done hearts with pink bubblegum beads. They turned out so adorable. You probably saw them, my X's and O's. Those turned out really sweet. Oh my goodness, you have twins? Ah. So what do you do for their, what are you going to do for their birthday this year? You're probably going to surprise them? Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes, I guess. Whoa. I let go of it and it bobbed up. Face red heart shape, face red heart shape. Hey, Leonie. Leonie, am I saying your name right? Here's my Charlie boy. I'm going to definitely need a napkin. So we're at about 2 minutes. Yeah, my Charlie wants to go for his walk. And I'm going to drizzle this resin on here. Get this out of the way. Charlie, you got to wait. Okay, 6:46. So let me move this out of the way. Wipe this off so I don't spill any water on my project. All right, so here we go. We're going to pour our resin on here now. Just going to drizzle it right over all these beads. And this has been sitting here a few days, so it's totally dry. Now, one thing that I noticed is that the shiny metallic, it kind of loses its shine under the resin. So I'm going to probably redraw the word lucky on there later. I had to do that on the other ones that I made. And you can use marker on top of resin. No problem, you know, these paint pens, these chrome paint pens or the gold, they both work fine on top of resin. Somebody was asking if they smear off. I don't know. I haven't tried to smear them off. So I suppose what you could do is, well, I don't know how you would seal it in because you can't put resin on top of it again. You'd have the same issue. So I would say just don't smear it off. Oh, I think I have one little loose. Where'd my toothpick go? I have one loose bead over here. Just stick it on top. And then, you know, once you get the, you know, the items covered, it'll spread, and then you can kind of just pull it to the edges. Now, of course, once again, I forgot to tape the sides of my substrate. I just always do that, but you know, so I could pull the resin over the sides of this canvas or not, you know, or if it does kind of drip down there while I'm working with it, I can wipe it off with a baby wipe. You know, it's totally up to you. Okay, let's do this one now. So just want to make sure you have all of it covered. It's really fun to drizzle resin. Who doesn't love drizzling resin, right? And it just looks even prettier on glass. I'm telling you. And I buy all my fiberglass on Amazon. Although I did get some of my fiberglass from the home, like from Lowe's or home improvement stores. They have those fire pits. That's what it's designed to be used for. So you could sometimes find it at those types of stores. What's the name of the home improvement store that you've got near you, Christina, down in Florida? Do they have Lowe's? They probably have Lowe's. We have another one here in the Midwest called Menards. I'm in Wisconsin, so there's one called Menards, and of course there's Home Depot. You probably have Home Depot, right? I think there's Home Depots in Florida. So since I have quite a bit of resin still, I think I am gonna pull it over the sides and do the sides of the canvas. Now then it will drip and go along the bottom and kind of pull under the bottom. So then what you'd want to do is remove those drips with a heat gun. You could just heat them up and cut them off with like a palette knife or a paint knife. Not a knife, just a palette knife. All right, and then we're going to work on removing the bubbles next. So I'm just pulling this all the way to the edge so that it'll kind of drip over my sides a little bit, and then I'm going to use my gloved finger to pull the resin down on the sides. All right, so let's do that. Let's do it on this one first. So I'm just going to pick it up and just kind of gently pull it over the edge. And I can't really tilt it to show you what I'm doing, but I'm going to steal some from the other one and just kind of paint it on with my finger on the side and rub it to try to get like an even coverage. And you can use like a foam paintbrush, but I have found that a gloved finger does it better than anything really. I think it's working quite nicely. And if you have excess resin, you can always, it's a good idea to have like some small molds that you can pour the resin into. All right, now here's this one. I'm going to pick this one up, do the same thing. Just kind of bring this resin over the sides. And then I'm going to use a heat gun, or my flame torch actually, to get rid of all the air bubbles. Yeah, I'm glad I added the turquoise. Do you say turquoise or teal? Andrew and Sam. Hello, Andrew and Sam. Okay. Sorry, did I go off camera? I think I did. Okay, so the sides are done. Place it back down here on the cups, and now I'm going to go grab, just kind of looking at that. I see a little spot here that kind of looks like I may have missed something. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's like it almost pulls away off the glass. Don't really know why, but okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to wipe off my hands and grab my flame torch. I was afraid of my flame torch for a long time. Isn't it cool? You like it? Do you like the saying lucky, you guys? I don't know. That's what I was seeing a lot of. It's like, I guess people do associate shamrocks with luck, right? I wonder where that ever came from. Okay, wiping my gloves off here pretty good. I think I need a new. And I like to use baby wipes also. To get this stuff off. And then I'm going to use, it's kind of like a creme brulee torch. I've never made creme brulee, but it's like a kitchen torch. And I'm just going to use that on here really quickly. Let me get this container of resin out of the way. Okay, got my hands wiped off pretty good. That was the perfect amount, by the way. I do have a tiny bit left in the cup, but it's not even really enough to pour into a mold. Okay, where's my flame torch? Here it is. So here we go. And you know, for these beads, you want to keep it moving, and you don't want to melt those beads. I don't think it would really melt them, but if you did it excessively, you might have an issue, you know? So you just keep it moving, keep it a few inches away. It's kind of like the heat comes up into your face if you look directly over it. And then just kind of look down into the resin. Sometimes when you really look down into it, you can still see bubbles. But I think I got them all. And that's basically it. What do you think? Aren't they pretty? I really like this one. I like both of them. Yay! So thank you so much for joining me. And like I say, if you want this tracer, let me show you the tracer again. Let's see, let's go back to this. And if you want this tracer, you can go grab it for free at agnesfriedlander.com. I have it sitting there waiting for you. I will email it to you. I'll send it in as an attachment in the email, and you are welcome to use it when you are ready to. All right, friends. So thank you so much. If you think you've got some friends that would enjoy making these shamrocks, let them know about this, pass it along, and I'll see you next time. I think I like doing this on Monday nights. So if you want to join me next Monday, same time, we'll come up with another idea to do. You know, we'll do something else next week, Monday at 6 p.m. And if you're not already following my page on Facebook, it's Artist Heart Studio. On TikTok, I'm Agnes Friedlander. I think it's Agnes Friedlander Art Stud because it's such a long name. I didn't have room for the IO. And my YouTube channel is Agnes Friedlander Art Studio. So that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night. Bye. Charlie, we can go for our